they've given themselves a very telegraphed composition right here as Weibo. You know what they're looking to do. It's the beginning of a wombo combo. You need to land all of your pieces in order to make was the most not a part of the game last time. Right here, on the Jace, you don't get to be inactive. Yeah. He has...
Oh boy. JJ walked over a ward to make this blue buff steal. He still gets it. Flag and drag down. Immediate flash from Erha. They get the stun lock through, and the Jace falls flat. JJ may have been... So we might have JJ looking for a gank here onto HongQ. JunJia in the area as well. So he's surely looking to get back for that first blood. Xiaohu dashes forward into the accelerated shock blast. You know what? We're giving him one. It's his birthday. But... yeah, that's a little bit of a warning sign. Never want to eat a Dredge Line as the AD carry. And JunJia smells blood in the water. He's looking for a gank wrap around, another Dredge Line onto Erha. He doesn't have flash up here, so this should just be a free kill. If they can pick it up with one auto, it's a Valkyrie forward for GALA to get it. Nice little response here from JDG, picking up 2 quick kills. So I still hold true. This guy understands timing like the best of them in the world. He sees that gank, right? He's like, okay, if JunJia looks for that
dealt with over on in the side lanes, anytime you've got a Scion, that's obviously going to be annoying. And then you've got this Ziggs just to melt through these towers. It really makes up for the fact that the Corki can struggle a little bit. Oh, hang on.
So played in, but wow, the bullet time is disgusting from Elk. He gets, I think, every single shot of that bullet time lands onto Vampire. And now it's going to be the immediate cleanse having to come out from GALA as Erha ticked over to level 6, so the Solar Flare comes out. And the first big showing from our bottom lane since Weibo winning it out, but it's been the junglers making the big effect on the bot side as the accelerated shock blast flash through for JunJia. He knows that Elk must fall, and he gifts GALA a second kill back. Oh my God, he's no idea. He's like, there's probably 2. Oh man, there's 3 here. Flash, JJ falls with the Cataclysm, Solar Flare into the bullet time. Oh, it's just a beautiful masterpiece of League of Legends right there. Just how Weibo drew it up from the draft.
Just tier 1, no? Gonna be able to get away. It should be with the satchel. That should just take that down instantly, and that really puts quite the dampener on what was a great play bot lane. You would have been able to get a huge chunk of turret plating.
He's gonna aggro the Drake, pull it out of the pit. JJ has been the Smite Steal king of the split so far this year. Let's see if he's got another one, but it's going to be Erha that eats a Dredge Line into a HongQ combo. Erha's already down about half HP. Satchel Charge is going to knock him even further away. He uses the heal with a Dragon far too low, and Weibo aren't going to risk their game on a second Drake. And they're going to get and Vampire to walk the way back up, but there is a ward. Now finally cleared out. And again, I like the more methodical approach from JDG. Get a little bit of poke, get the zoning in the system properly, and then you know that Weibo can't really gamble to go for these early objectives because they can flip the game off of it, as we see HongQ again just terrorizing the birthday boy on his resets with these Inferno bombs.
Likely dead is just about going to be able to limp away, but that's going to be top lane tower going down as well. That's now 2 full towers that have been fed into HongQ. That does have support behind him, so it isn't going to be his death, but that's going to be all 3 of the outer towers going down to JDG. Shelly may just get driven towards mid lane.
Though GALA, so not too disturbed. As a shock blast from JunJia's going to have health Erha. Dredge Line going to force out the heal as Elk comes back away, but there's an unstoppable onslaught. Elk's going to get hit by it right in the face. Immediately flashes, but man, Xiaoxu's just going to get the kill done all on his own. Re-engage from Zika onto the back line, but the Abessa does not get onto GALA. Vampire's chilling as we do see the public execution re-engage onto the Scion, but these are not the targets that Weibo can afford to dump all their damage into, because now you've unleashed GALA and JunJia just waiting for combo after combo to come back up. They'll let Zika walk away, but a winning fight for JDG. Items. One of those items is already armor pen here for JunJia. So even if you are Erha stacking a bit of armor, or we see Zika with some as well, it gets chunked through pretty easy with these shock blasts. Yeah, right?
Really, really quickly. And it's the fact that the poke lands first and you get half your health chunked out of you, and then you still have to deal with the rest of the up close and personal damage.
Oh my God, Erha! Well. Wow, that Zenith Blade carries him over the wall with JunJia's flash. Is the bullet time going to be enough? Yes! Erha, the man we were just talking about for JDG. It's going to be Vampire and Xiaoxu that bring home the front line. And how much poke can HongQ get over this wall? The Baron already down below 7k. Weibo really need to either finish it or turn. They can't really make their minds up. Zika on the back flank is trying to look for GALA, but Vampire's already marked him. He goes after GALA. The Baron is down to about 2.4k as Zika engages onto Vampire. JJ does end up getting the Baron, but is it going to cost Weibo? Xiaoxu's going to re-engage with the unstoppable onslaught, but Erha does a really good job blocking it. And Zika, he may end up falling falling here, but he's pulled so much of Jindong Gaming's attention that the rest of Weibo can walk out with Baron 3 strong.
Still, you lose the scene landed right here
100%.
by Xiaohu. It's been really rough. It's been an absolute dearth of just nothing coming on through for Weibo, but they finally turn it up.
Here we go.
There we go. It's going to be the first tower of the game right here.
Yeah!
Falling for Elk. Let's go, Weibo.
They're
beginning
one.
to
They're on the
re-establish themselves. Indeed, and to be fair, as much as we're talking about how this wasn't his champion's really going to be strong, Elk has now completed those 3 items well on the way to the 4th with that injection of gold that the bot laners get.
Oh, hold on. Oh my god, that Inferno Bomb nearly one-shots Elk. The bullet time's really nice to turn on a Vampire, but, I mean, if he gets hit by one other ability, that thing one-shots him.
Absolutely, it does. Damn. That was terrifying right there. So close to going down. The question really for me is, does HongQ feel empowered enough to just go for a death cap right now? In which case,
their
he
members, Weibo take a reset, their solos come back in TP. And we have Xiaoxu with that big shield trying to hold the front line as Jiejie is burning down onto the dragon now. JDG, they're going to have to go in to see if they go for a smite fight. Does JunJia have it in him? He's not even really going to be able to look for it. The Sand Soldier over the wall from Xiaohu is just going to secure the dragon. Zika's looking for a flank off to the side. Holding on to that public execution. JDG are going to walk out of the choke on their own. Again, really patient. To walk right towards that Baron, hopefully with maybe a big item purchase. He's going to get a Hex Drinker. He is 3 items, though, with that Death's Dance. So this Ambessa's ready to fight. Really, everybody on this map is ready to brawl item-wise. And JJ is looking. RL's going to flash on a Vampire for the stun, but Elk is just going to get hit by a depth charge. GALA is going forward with Xiaoxu. But the public execution with the Zenith Blade comes through. But GALA flashes right on top of Elk and one-shots him. He's kiting back. He will end up falling, but they've gotten rid of Elk. How much more can JDG get here as the range is starting to come through? But they've already lost Vampire. Xiaoxu is very, very tanky, but his limits are certainly being tested here as he has to rely on his 2 range carries to allow him out, but the chase is on. The rat lies from Xiaohu getting so much value. Soul Furnace, decimating smash turn. Xiaoxu will finally fall, and Weibo have another opening for the 2nd Baron of the game.
And this is just a major misplay right here from JDG. You've got members going in at the same point want to go for the steal.
All right, he sees it's at about 10k before the vision gets flushed out. There's one Shock Blast going to throw a big pick ward in, 5k. Weibo, there's no reason to flip this. Instead, Xiaohu's gonna flash Emperor's Shove, HongQ right into all of Weibo. JunJia flashes into the pit, but Weibo did such a good job coming off the Baron, so there's no threat of a steal. It does end up resetting to about 11k, but with no HongQ, Weibo should finally be able to secure this. JunJia's coming over. Public execute from Zika over the wall as the Baron is secured. He's into a 1 versus 3, but it's going to work out because the rest of the Weibo comes right over the wall with the power of Elk, eviscerates 2 more Jindong Gaming members.
It's only going to be Zika that falls, and GALA are going to have to turn tail and run. That's going to be 4 of the Baron buffs as opposed to the 3 they got out of it last time. And it was already majorly effective. JDG on the cusp of keeping control of this game. Throw it all away on an ill-advised teamfight, and they're going to lose dearly for it.
There's one tier 2 turret down, Soul Dragon, but JDG do a good job setting the waves to pretty neutral spots. So the Baron for now, not a big punishment. Oh, the Scrying Orb does spot Xiaoxu, who goes after Elk, who's able to strike his way out. Bullet time turn is just going to hit onto Vampire, but it might just take him out into Will. And on top of that, you get the Solar Flare to land onto Xiaoxu. Execution grabs onto HongQ, but it was Xiaohu who threw him up into the air. What a play from the General as he goes into the stasis to finish off the fight in style. No dragon needed. Weibo still have JDG's number, and they're going to take a 1-0 series lead.
A clean ace right here, Baron buff in hand. This game is done. And Weibo, why are they so good into JDG? Well, JJ has been playing out his mind, and Elk has been on point right here with the bullet times. Every time JDG want to go in, they just get cut down.
And what did we talk about in the pre-show has really helped Weibo kick things up a gear? It's not Xiaohu having to play perfect, but when it comes to crunch time, he makes the game-winning plays. Weibo, skirmish base topsides in jungle mostly, but then the scaling of their mid and AD are pretty matched. Also, I want to take a quick look. It's a really good trade in the GALA on top of that. This Weibo bottom lane has good push, and the Ornn matchup is still tough into the Renekton, so Jiejie has a lot of room to look for things like this. Pantheon flash, immediate stun into the Scatter of the Week. Oh, that is artistry of League of Legends right there.
Right now. I mean, Zika is very pushed up. maybe Xiaohu going to be the focus instead.
Oh, he waits for him to use all of his cooldowns. Really smart timing there from JunJia, and he's going to earn the kill. Xiaohu tried to clear out the wave, but in this series is JDG are going to get their good looks. They're going to get some kills, but Weibo have always found somewhat of an answer on the back end of it, as the Dragon will go over for Jiejie. There's no paranoia up. JDG are still going to look to fight here. There's the stun, grabs onto Jiejie, and he's going to have to pay the price for that Dragon. Portal over, which GALA transcended. He's looking to chase down Erha. Good dodge of the Arc of Ruin. And we are just making sure nobody can get away with plays without paying a price.
Yeah, there's always going to be some price to pay in this situation, and JDG, they knew that they could not fully go for this Drake, but the collapse came on through. The reset times were just a little bit off for them to have been able to actually compete for the Dragon, so Weibo do get that first objective for themselves. They're going to have resets coming on through as well, spend their gold, and come back out onto the map at the point at which the grubs are available. Play onto HongQ.
Well, here's how you come out back onto the map in style.
Yeah.
Jiejie, Grand Starfall, and both mid laners without Flash have effectively been punished now.
Yes, and this is great. The strongest of split-pushing compositions. The Renekton's good on the side lane, but nothing else is really going to be pushing its way through there. But at the point at which you are actually hitting towers with this composition, you're now going to be able to shred through them that much easier.
Oh, here comes the Ornhorn, though. Xiaoxu
Jiejie's
going to sacrifice himself for the grubs. You know what? That is a selfless play out of the...
bit further back. Did obviously have his support walking on down towards him.
Yeah, and Paranoia was 10 seconds out, and now just comes up. The Shockwave really well timed there from HongQ. There was no way for JunJia to even react to it. The timing of that cast, perfect. And JunJia had field block, so I do agree with you. We are reaching a crossroad that is very eerily similar of Game 1. With the second Drake up for Weibo. Oh, hold on, here we go. Shockwave, Paranoia, it's way too easy. Elk, no way to react, and now the fear's going to come down. JJ's going to re-engage here with the Starfall. Oh my god, Erha, does he actually get out of this?
No way.
The Q, the Arc of Ruin, it has to be GALA flashing forward to find it, but he does pick up the double kill. Huge gold influx. Back
Snappy, this engage is out of JunJia and HongQ. They've now landed that combo instantly twice, and I think the thing that's most impressive about that is the fact that they get it off before Erha has...
So I really want to see them still looking for Shockwave after Shockwave, and right on cue.
Oh my
Lord. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
What do you do in this situation as Weibo? Hit yourself a big Shockwave. And I love the timing on which JDG are doing this. Every time there's an objective up, they go and assassinate the champion nearby. GALA, holy.
Walk him down. Oh my lord, the transcendent form now with that Kraken Slayer completed is nothing to be scoffed at, and GALA takes it on himself to zone all of Weibo away from a Herald combo. It's like a one-shot. Right now, oh my god, do it again. Yeah, why not? See you later, Elk. Oh, and even turn the turret off.
Turn the tower off.
Even if that didn't one-shot Elk, like he didn't have anywhere to hide. This is just rinse and repeat from JDG. Weibo have no answer.
In solo queue, you have typed FF15. You've probably already FF'd this game. This is so miserable to play into. Now Zika gonna be jumped underneath this tower.
Yeah, he's going to have to pop Dominus. I mean... JDG, it feels like they're playing 6-on-5 right now, the way they're all over the map.
Xiaohu gonna be able to grab himself a couple of turret plates over on the top side, but he can't stick around for too long because you're only 30 or so seconds away from that.
They will be able to compete, but the timer is really ticking for them.
A bit of breathing space. Oh, no. I just worry for the longevity of some of these champions.
Oh, all right. Well, that's why he bought the On Guard, but he's still going to end up dying here. Unleash Power Scout.
Wait,
hold on.
Never mind.
Can actually outplay. Great Starfall comes across. The Temper Fate is late. HongQ's going to go down here. JJ to the rescue. Xiaoxu's the first one to TP back in, though. Call of the Horn will come back out. But now Elk has arrived. All of Weibo's here, and they're on the hunt for more kills. It's the portal out from Vampire to save it, but finally wait. Now that we see JDG starting to overload onto this top side, Zika wants to protect this tier 1 turret, and boy is he, I mean, I thought he was going to be a lot more punished for it. They're going to let him walk out and just take the turret.
I mean, that's going to be a big combo just gone.
Xiaoxu going to have to dash back towards his turrets, but JDG do a good job to defend the tier 1. Inside track towards the pit, though, is going to be Weibo's. Zika holding strong, will be able to clear out the vision. The Scuttlecraft vision is very valuable, but JDG, could be a pretty tough ask to walk into this pit. Elk, though, tight.
Point over to JDG as well. Still, they're going to be able to go take full resets and head towards the top.
To it at that point. What can they get done in the time, though? Well, right now it's going to be the Shockwave Orianna combo onto Zika. He pops the Dominus, gets the Sterak shield, but the fear autos from JunJia should be enough to even get down the big bad. Blocking out all the vision. onto this top river near the Baron for Weibo, and now if they play a pretty tough guessing game, walk their way up. Oh, there's the shockwave combo, but the Unbreakable comes across here from Jiejie. He does have to flash, but now I don't think JDG can really afford to stick
They have to
around.
back off so far. It's going to cost them this mid lane tower as well. You see huge build up of the crystals means this one will just fall, and
But I will say, that experimental hex plate, the Paranoia is back and available already, and Zika, I was going to say, could be the threat. There's no shockwave for the big damage, but with the speed up, JunJia will be able to get the fear down. Can Xiaoxu start to stack any of the CC as HongQ has joined the fray? Should be enough with the shockwave, and Zika should be just picked off on this side. Another overextension from the Weibo top laner.
Minute and 30 seconds time.
Let's see if... Okay, so we have the LDR done for Elk. He has 3 items. He can front to back decently effective. Oh, there's the shockwave combo. They're going after... Oh! And boy, does he get blown up as that Enchanter. They get the Ornhorn knock him as well into JJ. He does have the GA completed, though. And he won't end up falling up as well. In position to get back onto Elk for that good Misfortune performance as the shockwave's up, and they do go after Elk. He tries to flash. He does get the Wild Growth this time. How did JDG look without the shockwave? Temper Fate onto the background of 2. GALA trying to flank in. He's going to TP. GALA's going to transcend and cleanse away the Scatter the Weak. GALA is ripping this fight from back to front, all on his own. The TP from Zika was too late, and the Pantheon will fall next. Finally, JDG break open a traditional team fight, and they'll wipe down Weibo with a nearly clean ace.
I love the way that they're able to play that one out, as we were talking about, right?
And finally, it feels like JDG...
Very easy to be able to take down towers in the face of Elk. The Sivir always going to give you a ton of wave clear, which is nice, but, I mean, GALA steps up and auto-attacks him once.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that wasn't even the Fiend Hunter bolts.
Nope.
Nope.
That's a straight-up merc.
That was a straight-up crit auto. All right. Oh, my God. Xiaohu's looking for GALA, though. It's a Transcend dash away. The Temper Fate is going to grab onto GALA, but in the background, JunJia has executed Elk as they dive under the
GALA
turret.
wins this.
GALA, positioning-wise, once again, premier in the LPL. The General thought he had an angle to knock down the big bad GALA, but instead he lives, and JDG turned into an ace, and their first win over Weibo to force us to a do-or-die Game 3.
JDG, it looked good from the start, and they never let it go. Nocturne, Orianna, the combo of dreams in this game. Weibo, they just never got a foothold in this one. We get a game number 3, Slayer. Let's go.
It was a rough loss in Game 1 that could really spiral a lot of teams.
Slow you to death. There's so many slows, so little actual CC out of Weibo. Still, the amount of damage that this composition has is incredible.
Yeah, and we talked about it, right? Do we think Weibo...
Yeah.
Again, I really want to call back to what Elk was able to do in some huge Game 5s of big postseason matchups with Owen to find wins on this very combo, running over lanes as we get to play my favorite game, top laner, Ultimate Chicken. But my God, Zika, the damage is ludicrous. He finds First Blood bot side. It's just flashes galore coming out here. Erha trades out Vampire, Elk dead though to JunJia. We have kills flying off the map.
Back and forth between all of the different lanes at this point. We get to see what it was that was exciting right there. Yep, with that level 6 in the upgrade, JunJia just going to be able to grab himself that Drake and move back on out. I don't know ward though.
JunJia on the top side is going to smite steal from Jiejie onto 1. That's the win that they're looking for. The Flash Frost is going to land into the Glacial Storm. HongQ, the early damage that he's been able to put together with his classic...
Still, he got hit by the bubble earlier on, which kind of delayed the full rotation, and you don't have to lose out onto too much, just a flash and a heal.
Here comes JunJia in the fog. Yep, gonna flash to get the cease and desist down into the tidal wave knockup and the culling. That was phenomenal, JDG. 2 kills.
Game. Really nice to see them being able to grab a lot of the objectives at the moment and keeping this composition that needed things going well for them early game ahead.
Yeah, not to rub salt in the wound of the region here. Games in the short window of time he had with Weibo, but I assume he hadn't. So to make that call and then fall flat like this is pretty bad, but there's a flash heroic charge into a beautiful combo coming out from Xiaohu. The egg form not to save HongQ, and JJ says, hold on a minute, I'm going to try and rescue this early game.
Into the thinnest bit of a wall that you possibly have. JunJia now has to jump away.
Keeper's verdict to cancel the Vault Breaker. No. That was beautiful, JJ. Only problem here being Xiaohu's mana bar completely depleted, or that would have been 2 kills.
Yeah, I mean, this is the unfortunate thing about not having fully stacked up that tier quite yet. JunJia could now look towards the bottom lane if he really feels like it, although still the flank coming through.
Flash Cocoon comes down, but again, Elk with the tidal wave hitting him, he can't push out enough damage to really punish GALA. Good peel there from Vampire, as everybody's TPing down here. HongQ joining for JDG, Zika joins for Weibo. With everything he is a Kanik, like nobody's killing. Neither of them are going to kill him on his own. There's no real threat there, and JunJia will be able to pick up a Rift Herald.
We have yet to see a proper fight come through with multiple members. Instead, we're just going to get another gank, another dive.
All right, so the Equalizer does some good early damage, but JJ just patiently waits for the wave to come up, and no HongQ egg to...
Still, I like what JDG is doing. They're just going to push their way through the mid lane. You can't hold this tower with just Elk.
God, GALA. First strike, double tap, takes 40% of Elk's HP bar out here, and now Weibo, I don't know if he really can make this work. JunJia's just going to smite secure the dragon nonetheless. Keeper's Verdict is going to punt out JunJia. They are going to turn on the Xiaoxu. He goes all out, but he kind of works right back into Weibo. Flashes, Equalizer comes down. That's a great tidal wave from Vampire, though. JDG looking to disengage. Zika looking to flash on top of GALA. Clench flash out of GALA will get him out. Weibo desperately want to claim some of these kills. They keep up the chase. They're unrelenting. But they're gonna.
The Poppy's not building full tank, you know. You've got yourself the Sunless Sky, so you just have to be very careful of where GALA is.
Oh
like this.
Yeah, there we go. Jiejie.
Boy.
He's chowing down on the culling for now, but I think he's full.
Yeah, I mean, you can't rely on that as your only true engage tool.
So uphill battle nonetheless here for Weibo. And they've got to find a window for one of these picks with the Elysaur to make a fight 4v5 in a clutch time. Always that Poppy ult, super valuable as we end it, you know, sort of a mid-lane AGRAM style at TP going to come across from Xiaoxu. It's GALA dashing forward to get a culling onto Erha and Zika. Doesn't get a ton of innate value, and Weibo are just going to try and charge down this dragon. There's the Keeper's Verdict. It's going to punt out HongQ. 5 versus 4. Can JunJia get into the pit? That's a big cocoon. I don't think he can find it. Cloud Soul has been stalled by Weibo. Can they get out, though? Because the fight will not look clean. GALA going to dash forward. Equalizer onto the back line. HongQ eats a chunk of it.
GALA.
Zika gets knocked down very, very low from GALA. There's Cease Assist engagement. There's the heroic charge into his own wall. JunJia can get himself out as GALA finds 1 kill. GALA finds 2 kills off to the top side of the fight. It's the team fight maestro of the LPL to once again give JDG the edge they need. Elk will find 1 trade back onto Xiaoxu, but none else left to find here as Weibo scatter into the wind.
I mean, can Elk and Xiaohu get back away? It looks like Xiaohu potentially going to be the final catch. HongQ, just about doesn't
do what he does best and find those aggressive dashes forward. But GALA overstepping here is going to get caught by JJ. He's going to cleanse the first knockup. Keeper's Verdict comes across. The tidal wave isn't enough. GALA's picked off, opening to Weibo. How much more can they get? Equalizer down. Recall comes across for Erha as he repels on top of Vampire. 2 kills for Weibo, and now they've got to go all out for the Baron here.
I mean, when we're talking about ways is available for JunJia, he can try smite this away.
JJ has been one of the best smiting junglers we have in the LPL this split. Can JunJia do what feels like the unthinkable? He is not spotted. He is going to get a good shot at this.
Oh, he missed.
Do they come off? Oh, he doesn't go over the wall. He wants to go after Elk instead. Cease and desist, but JunJia, you went too early. Weibo patiently waited out, and they don't even reset the Baron. So now it has to be the solo lanes, and Xiaoxu is in the all-out, but he's lost all of his resistances, and that means Xiaohu can take him down. It's only HongQ left, but he's zoned away. Weibo get the Baron onto all 5 and flip this game 3 on its head.
It's going to be one final kill. Erha is going to die, but what a...
On JunJia, so the steal would have been a tough spot, but regardless, that's all in the past now. Weibo have bought themselves such valuable time to collect a lot of gold, and where I want to really point out the value of that is we've allowed Elk to start to slowly swing this AD carry matchup. As powerful as Lucian is, Caitlyn, when you get to 4 or 5 items, the range she has, she becomes so much more oppressive. As JDG is looking for a flank again, gonna mark onto HongQ, but no hero charge stun comes across, but they catch Xiaoxu TPing in onto a trap. Zika, oh my god, his flame spitter damage is gross. HongQ's pushed away, but they find the re-engage. Yes, going to stasis. Tidal Wave is going to hit up onto Erha. Flash out of Zika to get over the wall, Culling to come down and not find any of these low health bars. And guess what's on the map, Bloxer? Another Cloud Drake with everyone hurting badly.
And I mean, that's the majority of your big ultis gone
Zika
from JDG now.
Oh, they see it. They're going after HongQ. He has to flash, and Seraph Shield comes down. Zika, you have to time this very well. He's going to go after GALA with the flame.
He's done it.
He's fully overheated.
He's done it.
Over the wall to find the crit shot. GALA goes down. JunJia's caught as well. Weibo refused to quit on this series.
They are the nemesis of JDG at this point. You can put them down, but you cannot put them out. Going to be able to grab themselves this Cloud Drake. And Slayer, this is now twice in a row that JDG have gone for the soul and been unable to claim it.
And they're losing even more gold off the back of it. This Baron power play ticks over to a 3.5k gold swing. All of the gold lead for Weibo eclipsed off of that Baron, off of that team fight.
Yep.
JDG are sputtering, and they are running out of time to really find their form again to try and keep this series in their favor.
And hats off to Zika, goes for the flank once, goes for the flank a second time, now just going to drop the equalizer down onto this bot lane tier 2 tower, try to help out with the siege. I mean, you haven't been able to get as much use out of the Baron as you would have liked as Weibo, but it doesn't matter, you've managed to do everything you want.
Weibo can still have a real shot now at the best birthday present they could give the General, a series win on his special
with the
day.
miasma, and just with the constant threat of a long-range elk hitting down onto you, how do you actually weave your way through these team fights as a Lucian?
Oh, dashing forward, he's lucky to have JunJia that covers onto Jiejie. Cease and desist, Vault Breaker, whole combo onto Jiejie. Gets himself out, but he is hurting. And Baron's up. Yeah, he's after sprinting back up. JJ's getting chunked. HongQ doing so good. Zoning with the Glacial Storm, getting this chip damage that's slowly going to start to hurt. JJ, can you get into this pit? There's the equalizer down. HongQ has to flash out. Keeper's Verdict engaged.
Oh, Xiaohu!
Pitted. Xiaohu is going to go after and cut down a huge carry. GALA falls to the birthday boy who makes the play to maybe win this series here for Weibo. JJ going to flash after Vampire to try and find this last kill. With only JunJia up and remaining, Baron be damned. Weibo might find the series win here. Vampire's doing a good job stalling, but Weibo, they're going right down the mid lane, and they have JunJia cornered. Zika flashing after him. He does get away for now, but these death timers might just be too long for JDG to save this series.
They've done it. They've turned this back around. That's the benefit of a snake with boots. And they're going to be able to take down JDG once again. One Nexus Tower falls. The second does as well. And a final Keeper's Verdict will close the series out.
What a series.